started this lesson. Today is the third session of this third lesson, the gift of the Magi. The gift of the Magi, English subject, 10th standard. This first language English we are discussing. The third lesson, children, listen carefully. You have learned in the previous period and in the last period regarding this lesson of the Della and the Jim. So, pair couple, that is a wife and husband, their characteristic feature, and all we learned in the previous class regarding the Jim, okay, and also of the Della. So, what is the condition of their and all we have discussed in the last period. Let's see, that is 5 paragraphs we have discussed in the last period. Let us discuss 6th paragraph onwards now in this period. So 6th paragraph. So Della finished her cry and attended to her cheeks with the powder rag. So after thinking and also of a desperate mood, Della, that is only $1.87 are there as her savings, and very sad to think that it is not enough to buy a gift for her husband. So Della, after finishing her cry, here her cry means after that desperate mode, sad mode, he attended to make some makeup, that is get off from the the mode. He attended to her cheeks with the powder rag. She stood by the window and looked out dully at a grey cat walking a grey fence in a grey backyard. So after making a powder to his cheeks, her cheeks, she stood by the window and looked at out dully where a grey cat walking grey fence in a grey backyard. So in the backyard there was a fence there. So she was watching on that particular what you call fence and backyard through the window. So tomorrow would be a Christmas day. So looking at the window outside to that of the backyard, she is thinking. She was thinking that tomorrow would be the Christmas day, and she had only $1.87 with which to buy Jim a present. So only $1.87 are there in her savings, as her savings, and she was thinking that from this amount, what can I buy for that is husband Jim a present for the event of that Christmas day. So he was thinking and worrying about that purchasing or buying a gift to the Jim. She had been saving every penny she could for months. With this result, $20 a week doesn't go far. So she tried her level best in saving the pennies, small amount, with arguing with what you call bargaining with the vegetable seller, with lots of the grocer. Even though she is able to save only $1.87, but she had been saving every penny she could for months with this result. $20 a week doesn't go far. Even though she tried her level best, it is not about $20. It is not going to $20. She is expecting $20 for buying a gift to the Jim, the beloved husband. But she won't have, she doesn't have $20 now. Expenses had been greater than she had calculated. They always are only $1.87 to buy a present for Jim. Her Jim, many happy or she had spent planning for something nice for him. Something fine and rare and sterling, something just a little bit near to being worthy of the honor of being owned by Jim. So she was thinking of, she was planning of buying a gift to Jim, that is husband, which is very precious and also worthy to give that gift on the special occasion of Christmas Eve, that is Christmas Day, that is tomorrow, she is going to be calculating. So what type of gift, which gift should she is going to present. So next paragraph, there was a pier glass between the windows of the room. So here, perhaps we have seen a pier glass. So pier glass means here P-I-E-R. Pier glass means a tall narrow mirror. A tall narrow mirror designed to hang on wall. So it is a mirror. There is a mirror, pier glass mirror in an $8 flat. So the flat that they are having now, that is of $8 per week. That is we discussed in the previous session. So a very thin and very agile person may, by observing his reflection in a rapid sequence of longitudinal stripes. Agile means active person, a very thin and very agile person. That is very active person. That is of Jim. So obtain a fairly accurate conception of his looks. Della, being slender, had mastered the art. So they are very beautiful and also of nice couples to see in that particular area, being active and good to each other. Suddenly she whirled from the window and stood before the glass. So thinking this, she stood near the mirror, that is the glass. Her eyes were shining brilliantly, but her face had lost its color within 20 seconds. The joy, the beauty, what she is having is going to be disappointing her. Rapidly, she pulled down her hair and let it fall to its full length. So the only precious thing that is she has with her, that is her hair. That is a full length hair that she had. Now there were two possessions of the James Dillingham Yanks in which they both took a mighty pride. So here in this paragraph, the author is going to give information regarding the precious possessions that Jim and Della is having with them. So one was Jim's gold watch that had been his father's and his grandfather's. So the Jim, Della's husband, and Jim is having only one precious thing with him, that is of the gold watch, which is from his father's and also his grandfather's one. So that gold watch he has. The other was Della's hair, long, what do you call, long and full length up to knee. The hairs that is the precious thing that Della has. That is Della's full length hair and Jim's gold watch will be the precious things. It is mentioned in this lesson by the author. So okay, this hair had the Queen of Sheba lived in the flat across the air shaft. Della would have let her hair hang out the window some day to dry, just to depreciate her majesty's jewels and gifts. Here, a comparison was made regarding the age of the Della, as it was mentioned, it is more rich, more worthy of that of the jewels and of the wealth of the Queen of Sheba. That is, even the Queen of Sheba is not going to be worthy for that of the full length hairs that what Della has. So, by seeing her hair, it may depreciate the Queen Sheba's majesties, jewels, and gifts. It is here the author is comparing it is the full length hair of Della's will be more appreciate, more valuable than that of the jewels and gifts of the Queen Sheba. Had King Solomon been the janitor, caretaker with all his treasures piled up in the basement, Jim would have pulled out his watch every time he passed just to see him pluck at his beard from envy. So like this, they are not bothered about the others' treasures, others' wealthy. They are proud of their possessions, that is of the long hairs and also of Jim's golden watch, that is gold watch. So that is in the 9th paragraph, the great question that this couple is having will be mentioned with a proud feeling. So 10th paragraph now. So now Della's beautiful hair fell about her, rippling and shining like a cascade of brown waters. Cascade of brown waters. Just like cascade means here waterfall. How the waterfall is going to be very beautiful to see, which is falling from a height. Such a beautiful scenery we are going to expecting from a waterfall. Just similar to that, the long hairs of the Della here is compared to that of the cascade of brown waters. The brown water means the color of the hair, that is brown, will be mentioned to that of the water of the fall. So it reached below her knee and made itself almost a garment for her. So here the description of the hairs of Della, that is, it reached below her knee and made itself almost a garment for her. And then she did it up again nervously and quickly. Once she faltered for a minute and stood still while a tear or two splashed on the worn red carpet. So the mourning, that is the disappointment with the tear, that is she is not able to buy a gift to her husband because she is having only $1.87. That's why even though the precious, even though the precious things they have, the hair, the long hairs, the Della, that is Della still with the disappointed mode, while tear too splashed on the red carpet. On went her old brown jacket. After that, she is going to becoming ready for outside. That is, on went her old brown jacket. On went her old brown hat. After that, she wear that is a jacket, brown jacket, old brown jacket, and also a brown hat with a whirl of skirts and with the brilliant sparkle still in her eyes. She fluttered out the door and down the stairs to the street. So after that, she dressed herself with a brown jacket, brown hat, and also with a whirl of skirts, and she went out to the street by the downs of the stairs. So where she stopped, the sign read, "Man saffron, hair goods of all kinds." One flight up, Della ran and collected herself, panting. "Madam, large, too white, chilly, hardly looking the saffron." So on the way to that of a street, she stopped by the sign, the board that was there on the street, that is of Ma'am's Saffroning, that is hair goods of all kinds. The shop where the Madam Saffron is going to buy all kinds of hair, that is hair goods, one flight of that is Della ran. So she just glanced to that of the shop of the saffron, that is hair goods shop, and collected herself panting, Madam Large, to white chilly hardly looked suffering. So she just looking at that bird shop of goods here, she went into that of the shop where Saffrani was there, which is too white, where the Madam Saffrani was the large, too white, chilly hardly looked one. So she was there inside that shop, that is Madam Saffrani. So here, will you buy my hair? Asked Della. So after entering into the goods here of the shop of the Madam Saffrani, she asked, that is, will you buy my hair? That is, here Della made her mindset to give away her hairs. She is going to sell her hairs and get amount, and from that amount she was willing to buy a gift to her husband. So the question, will you buy my hair? Asked Della. I buy hair, said Madam. Take your hat off and let's have a sight at the looks of it. So Madam Saffron said, yes, I am going to take buy your hairs, but before that, let me see your hair. Remove that brown hat, and let's see how your hairs. After that, I want to say like that answer from the Madam Saffron. Down rippled the brown cascade. So she opened and freely suspended down to the down rippled the brown cascade, just like a waterfall, what it is mentioned in the earlier, like that the hairs up to knee level will be looked by that of the Madam Saffrani. And she decided and said, $20, said Madam, lifting the moss with a practiced hand. By taking those long hairs into the hands of Madam Saffrani, Madam Saffrani said that so I will buy these hairs to $20. So when she said like that, and $20 that is expecting by the Della to get a gift to her husband, said, give it to me quick, said Della. So Della agreed to sell her hairs to $20 to the Madam Saffrani, and said she agreed to that of amount what Madam Saffrani was fixed that hair. So let's stop here, and the next period we will continue the lesson here. So after so much of worrying and thinking that she is not having enough money to get a buy for a gym, she went out in the streets, and while going on the streets, she noticed the shop, that is the hair goods shop, that is of Madam Saffrani, and she went into that shop and asked that, will you buy my hairs like that? So Madam Saffrani said, yes, definitely I am going to take your hairs. Let me first see your hairs. Then she opened the hairs, and by taking that hair, long, full length hairs into the hands of Madam Saffrani fixed the price, decided to give $20 to Della's hair. So when she said like that, Della agreed, and Della expecting $20 to buy the gift to the husband. So she said, okay, I agree. Then she agreed for selling her long hairs, beautiful hairs to the $20. So what happens to the after that we will discuss in the next period. Okay, children, I think you understand it nice, and go through the lesson if you have textbook, and if you have any doubts regarding this lesson and lines, you can ask. Okay, children, take care. We continue in the next period.